Am I allowed to take pictures inside the museum? Yes, but please no flash photography. Am I doing this right? Yes, keep it up. Am I late? No, you're right on time. Am I supposed to tip the waiter at this restaurant? Yes, it's customary to tip 15 to 20% of the bill. Am I the only one who likes pineapple on pizza? No, I love it too. Are there any good restaurants in this area? Yes, there are plenty. What type of cuisine are you looking for? Are you a student? No, I'm actually a teacher. Are you able to help me move this couch? Sure, I'll grab the other end. Are you afraid of dogs? No, I am not afraid of dogs. Are you allergic to cats? Yes, unfortunately I am. Are you almost done with your homework? Yes, just a few more questions to go. Are you going to watch the new movie that just came out? Yes, I heard it's really good. Are you good at cooking? I like to think so. What would you like to try? Are you interested in politics? Not really, I prefer to stay out of it. Are you kidding me? No, I'm serious. Are you ready for dinner? Yes, I'm starving. Are you ready to order? Yes, I'll have the steak please. Are you really married? Yes, we tied the knot last month. Are you saying that's true? Yes, it's absolutely true. Are you still married? No, we got divorced last year. Are you still living in the same apartment? No, I moved to a new place last month. Are you suggesting that we try a new restaurant tonight? Sure, I heard about a new restaurant with amazing fusion cuisine. Are you sure you locked the door? Yes, I double-checked it on my way out. Are you telling me you don't remember where you parked your car? No, I completely forgot. Are you the one who took my book? No, I haven't seen it. Can anybody tell me how to do this? Sure, I can show you step by step. Can I ask a question? Yes, of course. Please go ahead. Can someone help me? Sure, what do you need help with? Can you explain this to me? Yes, let me break it down for you. Can you give me an example? Sure, here's a real-life scenario that illustrates the concept. Can you help me move this heavy box? Of course, let's lift it together. Can you introduce me to the girl talking with Tom? Sure, let me go over and get her for you. Can you recommend a good hotel in Boston? Yes, there are several great options. What's your budget? Can you show me where the bathroom is? Yes, it's down the hall to the left. Can you teach me how to code? Yes, let's start with the basics and work our way up. Can you tell me how to get to the train station? Sure, it's just a few blocks that way. Can you think of anyone who has experience with graphic design? Yes, I know a few people who might be a good fit for you. Can't we wait until tomorrow to finish this? No, we have a deadline to meet. Can't you see that I'm busy right now? Oh, sorry. I'll come back later. Could I borrow your phone for a minute? Sure, here you go. Could you please drive a little faster? Sorry, I'm going as fast as I can without breaking the speed limit. Did anybody see you there? Yes, there were a few people around. Did I do something wrong? No, everything's fine. Why do you ask? Did you actually say that to her face? Yes, I did. It needed to be said. Did you have breakfast this morning? No, I'm not really hungry. Did he know that before? No, this is new information for him. Did you really eat all of the cookies? Yes, but I'll make more later. Did you tell Tom about what Mary did? No, I didn't want to stir up any drama. Did you want to tell me something? No, I'm just enjoying our conversation. Didn't you hear what Tom just said? No, I was distracted. What did he say? Do I have to do it right away? Yes, it's urgent and needs to be done as soon as possible. Do you actually live here? Yes, I moved in a few months ago. Do you always drink coffee with your breakfast? No, sometimes I switch it up with tea or juice. Do you consider yourself a fluent French speaker? Yes, I'm fluent in French. Do you ever sleep? Yes, I get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Do you go to school on Saturday? No, we have weekends off. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I'm currently single. Do you have any idea what Tom wants? No, I'm just as confused as you are. Do you have anything in the refrigerator that I can eat? Yes, help yourself to whatever you'd like. Do you have enough time to do that? Yes, I have enough time to complete the task. Do you have something to make this headache go away? Yes, I can recommend some pain relief medication. Do you have to work tonight? Yes, unfortunately. It's been a really busy week at the office, and I have to put in some extra hours tonight. Do you know how much it costs? Yes, it's $50. Does she like Mexican food? Yes, she loves it. Do you like to watch movies? Yes, I love watching movies. Do you mind if I open the window? No, go ahead. I could use some fresh air. Do you need help with anything? No, I'm good. Thanks for offering. Do you need me to give you some money? No, I'm okay for now. Thanks though. Do you often take business trips? Yes, I travel frequently for work. Do you plan to stay long? No, I have to leave in about an hour. Do you really expect me to give you money? No, I don't expect anything. But any little help would be appreciated. Do you remember the first time we met? Yes, it was at that party 10 years ago. Do you still want to get married? Yes, I do. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Do you think I care what you think of me? I don't know, do you? Do you understand what you have to do? Yes, I'm clear on the instructions. Do you want kids? Yes, I do. How about you? Do you want me to buy you a drink? Sure, that would be great. Thanks. Do you want to be rich? I wouldn't mind having more financial stability, but I don't think money is everything. Does Tom speak French fluently? Yes, he's fluent in multiple languages. Doesn't Tom like Mary anymore? I don't know, you'll have to ask him. Have you already spent the money Tom gave you? No, I'm saving it for something special. Have you been to Boston or Chicago in the past 3 weeks? No, I haven't been to either city recently. Have you been working there for long? No, I just started last month. Have you decided where you're going next summer? Not yet, still trying to figure it out. Have you ever been to that Japanese restaurant on Park Street? Yes, it's one of my favorite spots in the city. Have you finished writing that song you've been working on? Almost, just a few more tweaks to go. How about another piece of cake? No thanks, I'm full. How about going to a movie? Sure, that sounds like a fun idea. How am I supposed to do this by myself? Let me show you step by step, it's not as hard as it seems. How are things at school? Good, I'm keeping up with my classes and enjoying my extracurricular activities. How are we going to get home? We can take a taxi or use public transportation. How are you going to get up to the roof? I'll use a ladder or scaffolding to climb up. How bad is the pain? It's been pretty excruciating. I've been taking painkillers around the clock. How big is your house? It's about 2,500 square feet. How can you be so naive? I guess I just try to see the good in everyone. How come you know French so well? I studied it in school and spent a year living in France. How could this all happen? We're still trying to piece together all the details. How deep is this pool? It's 10 feet deep at the deep end and 3 feet deep at the shallow end. How did Tom do that? I'm not sure, he's always been good at figuring things out. How did you know where I live? I remember you mentioning your address last time we spoke. How did you manage to talk Tom into working for you? I offered him a competitive salary and a challenging role that aligns with his career goals. How do we upload photos to your website? You can click on the Upload button and follow the prompts to select and upload your photos. How do you know for sure? I did some research and gathered evidence to support my claim. How do you like your new job? I love it so far, the team is great and the work is challenging. How do you plan to spend your weekend? I'm thinking of going hiking or maybe checking out a new restaurant. How do you say thank you in French? You say merci. How do you think Tom found us? It's possible he heard about us from a mutual acquaintance or saw us online. How does it work? You need to follow these specific steps to make it work properly. How does Tom manage to stay so slim? He exercises regularly and eats a healthy diet. How exactly does this work? Let me show you step by step how it works. How far are we from your house? We're about 15 minutes away by car. How far away is your farm? It's about 50 miles from here. How fast can you run? I can run a mile in under 6 minutes. How has your life changed since you got married? It's been great, we're building a life together and supporting each other in our goals. How have you been sleeping? Not very well, I've been having trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. How high is that building? It's 50 stories tall and stands at 600 feet. How is Tom now? He's doing well, I saw him yesterday and he seemed happy and healthy. How late may I call you? I usually prefer no calls after 10 p.m., but feel free to text or email me anytime. How long ago did you start studying French? I started studying French in high school, so about 10 years ago. How long are you going to be in Boston? I'll be here for the next 3 days, then I'm heading back home. How long can you hold your breath? I can hold my breath for about 45 seconds to a minute. How long did it take for the ambulance to arrive? It took about 10 minutes for the ambulance to arrive on the scene. How long do butterflies live? It depends on the species, but most butterflies live for a few weeks to a few months. How long do you think it'll take? It should take about an hour, give or take a few minutes. How long does it take to get to the zoo by taxi? It should take about 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. How long has it been since we last met? It's been about 6 months since we last saw each other. How long have you been learning English? I've been learning English for about 5 years now. How long is this bridge? It's about 2 miles long. How long should I microwave this? It depends on the type of food and the wattage of your microwave. Let me check the instructions. How long was Tom here yesterday? He was here for about an hour, then he had to leave for another appointment. How long were you married to Tom? We were married for 5 years. How long will it take you to paint my house? It should take about a week to complete. How long will the concert last? The concert is expected to last about 2 hours. How many hours a day do you study French? I try to study for at least an hour every day, sometimes more. How many times a day do you feed your dog? I feed my dog twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. How many years have you been studying French? I've been studying French for 2 years now. How much are these shoes? Those shoes are $75. How much cash do you have on you? I have about $20 on me. How much do you read? I try to read at least a few pages every day, but some days I can read for hours. How much is there left? There's about a quarter of it left. How much longer are you going to be here? I'll probably be here for another hour or so. How much money do you have with you right now? I have about $50 on me. How much time do you spend watching TV? I usually watch about 2 to 3 hours of TV per day. How often do you upload videos to YouTube? I try to upload at least one video per week, sometimes more. How old are your kids? My kids are 4 and 7 years old. How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa Claus? I think I was around 8 or 9 years old. How soon can you get it done? I can have it done by tomorrow afternoon. How tall is the Eiffel Tower? The Eiffel Tower is 324 meters, 1,063 feet, tall. How was the food? It was delicious, I highly recommend it. How well do you speak French? I'm fluent in French, it's my native language. How will you convince Tom to lend you the money you need? I'll present him with a detailed plan for how I'll repay the loan and offer to pay interest. How would you like to pay? I'll pay with my credit card. How's married life going? It's going great, we're still in the honeymoon phase and enjoying each other's company. How's the weather where you are? It's sunny and warm, perfect for spending time outdoors. Is it hard to learn French? It can be challenging, but with practice and dedication, anyone can learn it. Is it okay if we swim here? Yes, it's safe to swim here, but please stay within the designated swimming area. Is it okay to sing here? Yes, singing is allowed, but please keep the volume at a reasonable level. Is it possible to cry underwater? No, it's not possible to cry underwater because the tears would mix with the water. Is it safe to eat food that has dropped on the floor? It's generally not recommended as it can increase the risk of bacterial contamination. Is it time to go? Yes, it's time to catch our flight. Is it true that Tom is dating a Japanese girl? I don't know, I haven't heard anything about that. Is there an ATM nearby? Yes, there's an ATM at the bank on the corner. Is there any chance that Tom will be at tonight's party? I'm not sure, he didn't RSVP. You'll have to wait and see. Is there any place around here where we can get something to eat? Yes, there's a great restaurant just a few blocks away. Is there anyone here who can speak French? Yes, I can speak French fluently. May I borrow a ruler? Sure, here you go. May we speak in private? Of course, let's go to another room. Shall we begin? Yes, we're ready to start. Should we wait for Tom? No, we can't hold up the whole group. Let's get started without him. Shouldn't this be in the refrigerator? Yes, you're right. Let me put it in the fridge. Was anyone in the room? No, the room was empty when I arrived. Were you busy? Yes, I had a lot of work to do today. What about next Sunday? Next Sunday works for me, let's plan to meet then. What am I supposed to do now? You should follow these specific steps to complete the task. What are my options? You can choose between these different options, each with its own pros and cons. What are the chances of this ever happening again? It's hard to say, it depends on a variety of factors. What are you cooking today? I'm making a delicious lasagna with fresh garden vegetables. What are you going to be in the future? I'm planning to become a doctor and help people in need. What can I do to make you happy? Just spending quality time with you and hearing your kind words make me happy. What caused the budget deficit? Several factors contributed to the budget deficit, including overspending and decreased revenue. What color is your car? My car is silver. What could I do? Well, you could try doing this, or you could also consider doing that. What did you buy Tom for Christmas? I got Tom a new watch for Christmas. What do I have to be afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of, everything will be okay. What do I say first? You could start by introducing yourself and asking a question or making a comment about the situation. What do you know about the history of this city? Nothing much. What do you think I should say? It depends on the situation. Can you give me more context? What do you want me to ask Tom? Could you ask Tom if he's available to help us with the project? What do you want to drink with your meal? I'll have a glass of water, please. What does EC stand for? EC can stand for the European Commission. What does he plan to do? He plans to start his own business and become an entrepreneur. What else are you planning to do? I'm also planning to travel to Europe next year and take a cooking class. What exactly are you looking for? I'm looking for a black leather purse with gold hardware. What happens if I press this button? I'm not sure, it depends on what the button is connected to. It's best not to press it unless you know what it does. What if I refuse? That's okay, it's completely up to you. I just thought I would ask. What is aspirin made of? Aspirin is made from salicylic acid, which is derived from the bark of willow trees. What kind of books do you read? I enjoy reading a variety of genres, including fiction, non-fiction, and memoirs. What made her do that? It's hard to say, there could be many factors that influenced her decision. What makes you cry? I cry when I see others suffering or when I experience a deep sense of loss or sadness. What makes you so sure that this won't happen again? Based on my analysis of the situation, I believe that the necessary steps have been taken to prevent a recurrence. What makes you think I like you? I'm not sure, I was just getting a friendly vibe from you. What more can I ask? You can ask anything that comes to mind. Is there something specific you'd like to know? What more do I need? That's up to you to decide. It depends on your goals and priorities. What should I do if Tom calls? It depends on the reason for his call. Can you give me more information? What sort of a person is Tom? Tom is friendly, outgoing, and always willing to lend a helping hand. What time are you meeting Tom? I'm meeting Tom at 7 p.m. tonight. What time do you think Tom will be back? I'm not sure, he didn't give me a specific time. It could be late. What time do you usually get up on Saturday? I usually sleep in a bit on Saturdays and get up around 9 or 10 a.m. What time do you walk the dog? I usually walk the dog in the morning around 7 a.m. and in the evening around 6 p.m. What time does that restaurant close? The restaurant closes at 9 p.m. on weekdays and 10 p.m. on weekends. What time should I check in? Check-in time is at 2 p.m., but we can try to accommodate you earlier if there's availability. What time will dinner be served? Dinner will be served promptly at 7 p.m. What was so funny? I just remembered a funny joke my friend told me earlier. What was the first concert you went to? The first concert I went to was a Bon Jovi concert when I was in high school. What was the name of that little shop in Boston where Tom worked? The shop was called Boston Treasures. What was Tom doing in your room? He was helping me move some furniture around. What will happen if people hear about this? Don't worry, it's not a big deal. What would happen if I pushed this button? I'm not sure, it depends on what the button is connected to. It's best not to push it unless you know what it does. What would I do without you? You would do just fine, but I'm always here to support you and lend a helping hand when you need it. What would you like to do in the future? I would like to become a successful entrepreneur and make a positive impact in the world. What would have happened if Tom had come? It's hard to say, but it's possible that things would have turned out differently. What's the best cure for loneliness? The cure for loneliness varies, but suggestions include spending time with loved ones, hobbies, therapy, or support groups. What's the difference between an electric car and a gas car? Electric cars run on electricity stored in batteries, while gas cars run on gasoline or diesel. What's the name of this place? This place is called Central Park. What's the point of all this? I don't know myself. What's the use of talking? Talking can be useful for expressing emotions, sharing ideas, and building relationships with others. What's the worst injury you've ever had? The worst injury I've ever had was when I broke my leg skiing. What's wrong with my computer? Let me take a look and diagnose the problem for you. What's your favorite book? My favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. When are we going to do it? We're scheduled to do it next Wednesday at 2 p.m. When are we leaving? We're leaving on Friday morning at 10 a.m. When can I see you again? I'm free next weekend, how about we plan to meet then? When did it begin to rain? It began to rain around 4 p.m. this afternoon. When did you begin learning French? I began learning French in high school, about 10 years ago. When do I get paid? You will receive your payment on the last day of the month. When does the bus leave? The bus leaves at 8:30 a.m. sharp. When is a good time for you? How about next Tuesday at 2 p.m.? When is the next bus to Park Street? The next bus to Park Street is at 3:45 p.m. When should I come to pick you up tomorrow? Please come to pick me up at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. When was the last time that happened? That happened about a month ago, on the 1st of last month. When were you born? I was born in 2005. Where am I going to go? You can go to many different places depending on your interests and preferences. Where am I supposed to put these boxes? You can put the boxes in the corner over there for now, and we'll figure out where to store them later. Where am I? What happened? You're in the hospital. You were in an accident, but you're going to be okay. Where are my books? Your books are on the shelf in the living room. Where can I find an ATM? There's an ATM located at the corner of Main Street and Elm Street. Where did I put my keys? You left your keys on the kitchen counter. Where do I start? You can start by reviewing the basics and building a strong foundation before moving on to more advanced topics. Where does it hurt? It's my lower back. Where exactly are we going? We're going to visit the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. Where is an ATM? There's an ATM located at the shopping mall in the center of town. Where is Tom going? Tom is going on a business trip to Chicago. Where should I put my coat? You can hang your coat on the coat rack by the door. Where were you when it happened? I was at home watching TV when it happened. Where will you be on Monday? I'll be out of town on Monday attending a conference. Where would you like to go first? I would like to visit the Louvre Museum first. How about you? Which do you like better, Coke or Pepsi? I prefer Coke over Pepsi. Which do you prefer, dogs or cats? I prefer dogs over cats. Which one do you think I should buy? It depends on your needs and preferences. Which one is best? It's hard to determine which one is best. It's up to you. Which one would you choose? I don't know yet. I'm still thinking. Who am I? I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Can you tell me your name? Who are the others? I'm not sure who you're referring to. Who are you going to dinner with? I'm going to dinner with my friends from work. Who are you talking about? I'm talking about my neighbor who just moved in next door. Who did this? I did it. Who do you know here? I know a few people here from my previous job, but I'm always happy to meet new people. Who will come with us? We're expecting John and Mary to come with us, but we're still waiting to hear back from a few others. Who's your favorite American actor? My favorite American actor is Tom Hanks. Whose turn is it to cook tonight? It's your turn to cook tonight. I cooked dinner yesterday. Why are you always late for school? I'm sorry, I've been having trouble waking up early in the morning. I'll try to be on time from now on. Why did you become a doctor? I became a doctor because I wanted to help people and make a positive impact in their lives. Why do you come here? I come here because it's a great place to relax and unwind after a long day at work. Will you do it for me? Sure, I'd be happy to help. What do you need me to do? Will she help you? Yes, she's offered to help me with the project. Would it be okay if I didn't invite Tom to my party? Of course, it's your party and you can invite whomever you like. Would you like a cup of tea? Yes, I would love a cup of tea. Thank you. Would you like me to call you a cab? Yes, that would be great. Thank you. Would you like to ask me something else? No, I'm good for now. Thank you. Would you mind closing the window? Not at all, I'll close it right away. Would you mind if I changed subjects? Of course not.